That's a great point. You usually aren't vaulting from that right to the top of the conference, especially the West. Earlier in the season, Clippers have won both, as Paul buries a three to begin things for Phoenix. Almost always given the most difficult assignment for the Suns team. In the corner, Morris knocks down a three. Dre Ayton. Booker elevates and hits the jumper.
Precipice and astute in the first 6 minutes.
I'm just trying to make you proud. Just a layup there for Booker, Jeff. Chris Paul, an 11-time All-Star, 5th all-time in steals, 5th all-time in assists. Jackson straight on three is good.
He is so good running pick and roll, making right decisions as Booker comes off a pin down there. But that's what you need. You need a guard as Ayton puts it in.
A 17-13 start for Phoenix. Morris will fire again and hit from downtown. Brooklyn better. Phoenix 7th. Bridges hits the jumper. 8 points for Bridges. 9 for Marcus Morris. Those are the leading scorers in the early going as George connects.
Well, Torrey Craig is a great effort player. Runs, rebounds, defends, and occasionally will hurt you with the three as George splits the defense.
Craig is one of those guys who he gives you stuff that you didn't have the ability to count on before he got there. As the corner three is good for Payne. Been stuck in the G League, then actually went to China briefly and has absolutely resurrected things here in Phoenix. Booker buries the three, and a timeout taken by the Clippers. Clippers have won the first 2 meetings between these teams as George goes to the reverse and slides it in to see who gets to stand alongside the Avengers.
How do you get a hero point? Is that being selfish and just going for your own? Or
no,
as Payne hits another one?
Oh, that's a question I don't have an answer to yet. That's a great question. Because the game, the traditional broadcast will be on ESPN, and then our Marvel experience will be on ESPN2 as well as ESPN+. As Payne knocks down another three.
He said he was this guy who was a marginal player in Oklahoma City, sort of bounced around, couldn't find a place, and now, as Paul George hits a three,
Clippers have been playing really good D of late as George connects on a difficult three. Not being physical defensively to start the game, Jeff, and that was a point of emphasis earlier in the season for him when he got frustrated with the Clippers D as Rondo rattles in the three. Anderson just blew the bunny. Paul, nice look inside, and Kaminsky softly lays it home. Off of Torrey Craig. Paul already 5 assists. Kaminsky is going to make it 6. The Nuggets battle the Clippers. Our coverage starts with NBA Countdown at 7 Eastern on ESPN and the app as Bridges finishes plus the foul. He and James Jones have such an outstanding connection. And it's all based on, hey, every decision's what's best for the team. Doesn't matter if it's popular. A little too strong. Ayton the offensive rebound. Can't put it back. Good battle here. Craig tried to save it. Here come the Clippers in transition. George, Euro steps, can't finish, but Zubats can. Phoenix has missed its last 8 shots as Zubats finishes on the interior. Booker, the breakdown. Got stuck in the air, and good effort there for Bridges, but the Clippers end up with it, and the throwdown from Mann.
Hanging in after a great start by Phoenix. Found their footing.
Kaminsky rims in a three. Booker drew 2. Over to Johnson. Payne zips, flips, and Kaminsky flushes it down. All the season numbers on Beverly. George, step back pass, and Zubac touches it home.
Hands of Zubac able to catch, gather, and finish.
How about that feed from Ayton, getting it out to Paul from 3. Booker, under 3 to shoot, lost it. Looked like he might have got fouled on the loose ball, no call, and George able to squirm in for 2. Now pass behind Zubac, man able to salvage it. Jackson kept his left foot down and buries the 3. Ayton can't get that to go, just raved about his contributions, adding a ball handler to the first unit as Jackson pops that in. Paul from 13, yeah, sure.
Usually it's when he's going to his right, that time going to his left.
George pull-up 3 is good, and Paul George has 21 points. He was 14 of 19 from 3, 73% as he loses it there to Paul. Paul's 3, you bet.
Forced the pick and roll away from the screen. He drove it and found Zubac late.
Paul gets the roll again. Zubac, the deep catch, and the finish. The floater is good. Rondo across his body. Booker, 5 to shoot. Into the lane, nice find, and then the follow from Booker. 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Clippers. Rondo speeds in and pizza pies it home. Shot clock fading, and Booker nearly threw it away. Oh, how about that? Since Phoenix built a 14-point lead, but they have not been able to get closer.
They've had some possession.
Another 3 from Paul. Bernard on the attack, and it post away. Man slips it in.
Terrific competitor. Wasn't the shooter that Torrey Craig is from range. He didn't have that 3-point range.
Rondo skates into the paint. That was too high off the window, but how about the follow from Terrence Mann? Batum, Kennard, Rondo, George, and Mann, the 5 for the Clippers. Booker, step back jumper, truth. Checks out for LA. 1-point Suns lead. Paul hits the mid-range, of course. Ayton uses his size to secure the rebound. Paul, the crossover, the stop, and the finish. Chris Paul on a string. Paul zings it to the corner for Bridges. Off on a 3. Batted alive by Johnson. Another chance for Phoenix, and Paul lays it in. Man charges in. Couldn't finish. Zubac slams it down. Paul using the Ayton screen. Paul, he got it. 101-94. Phoenix in front, under 2:30 to go. Paul bounces to Booker, zipping in, and hits the runner.
His durability, that he's going to be able to be on some balance, no question.
Paul George, another long stride at finish.
Has had the same similar impact with Booker and some very talented young players. He's come in there and made them.
Seconds remaining. It is official. For the first time since 2010, the Phoenix Suns